Do we have a game for this one?
No.
Welcome to...
No one thought of anything.
Two Thrones, Too Furious. That was mine.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Oh look, the Dark Prince is talking. What do you know?
Tell us about the troubles, Andy. I'm not talking about the IRA or anything.
Oh, subtitle I guess is taking so long.
Because he never shuts up.
Yeah, I did mention that. There's a lot of dialogue that we're not hearing.
Partially.
Right now, in fact. Right now, there are subtitles on the screen, I'm sure.
See, it's partially that. It's partially there are more characters who talk. Like the first game, Sands of Time, no problem. Because it's pretty much just...
No one talks.
Well, there's the prince talking to himself. Occasionally the vizier going like, "Oh, it's me, Austin!" Right? The second game, who cares? That was all subtitled for me.
That's right.
This one, the prince and Farah talk to one another. Kylena's still narrating. There's like NPCs in the background.
Is that death? No.
There's a lot to it.
The prince like, "Oh no, it's fine."
Bit of a preview of what's to come there.
Yeah.
Smashy.
Yeah, I guess there's people in the street like going, "Oh, my leg," or whatever.
My cabbages!
Oh, there's a thing there. Can I do anything with that?
Isn't that what you came down on?
No, I came from this way, I think. What a good start.
We are paying attention.
That's what it's
Rollicking good start.
That is the way, surely.
Rolling start, you might say. Well, I would say we're going down. This is...
Do you not want to get to that sticky out rod from the wall?
Oh, can I just jump that? Oh, I can.
We head into Blight Town. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we are going down.
Yeah.
Had it in my head that we were going up for some reason.
So I'm trying to resist the urge just
Down
to talk
is
about
not
Coheed.
Yeah, just do it.
So we just heard the new Coheed single.
We did!
It's alright.
Andy, do you listen to Coheed?
I do not.
Do you know
Was that not
about,
obvious by his
do you know
previous
anything
comment?
about Coheed?
I know that you guys are very big fans.
And what did you think of that song?
I recall it turning into Queen towards the
It
end.
turned into Queen right at
Did
the
a
end
little
there, yeah. So that song was... The Gutter, was that it?
Yeah, the Gutter.
Okay. What a nice name.
It's good, I like it. The song, not the
Yeah.
physical object.
Not the Dark Souls area.
No, oh god, no one likes that area.
To which we are now descending, apparently.
So, Blighttown reference followed by the Gutter reference. They're basically the same location.
Basically.
More or less. Yeah, Coheed, they take a while to... Well, they took a while to grow on me. Probably at least months of Simon going, "No, this band's cool, honestly."
Coheed, though.
And I'm like, no, the guy sounds like a girl, and it just sounds like pop, like punky pop music.
It's fine for guys to sound like girls. That's where power ballads come from.
Well, as a Rush fan, now I agree with you. But didn't at the time.
Oh, just as a quick aside, one of my favourite things is it's in Bob Burgers, and it's a fictional prog rock band called Zentity,
Yeah.
which is just an expert skewering of progressive rock and
Mostly
in particular Rush. Like the guy's voice, he is doing a spot on Geddy Lee.
It's pretty on point.
And just
Incredibly high.
Can't even do it. It's all about a guy who, with the power of music, takes down an evil general called Insanity.
So it's kind of got the same plot as 2112.
It's basically 2112.
Wow, that's janky looking.
But then he's sentenced to roll a rock to a top of a hill, and then he uses this rock to roll down the hill and destroy the Emperor's castle. And so he rolls a rock to save rock and roll. And like that's the lyrics to the ending like the finale, like Roller Rock to Rock and Roll or something. Roller Rock to Save Your Soul.
It's so stupid.
It's magnificent. It's the prog rock glory hammer.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm down for that.
It's like a 10-minute long song, so it's nowhere near as long as these songs should be. But
well, I thought it was like 20 minutes. Obviously not.
I did listen to Rise of the Chaos Wizards as I was doing some video work today.
oh, it's great.
What is that?
I do love Glory. Hey?
Glory
Oh,
Hammer.
that's Glory.
Yeah, that's Glory Hammer's second album, which is basically all. You know, what's their face? Dragon Force would do all those like high-tech looking albums. It very much looks a bit like that. But,
Except it's set in 1992.
Space
The
19.
future. Oh, it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh dear.
There's a thing.
And
See,
it's
I only recently noticed that the bonus track at the end of Tales of the Kingdom of Fife is a prologue to 1992 Rise of the Chaos Wizards.
Is that the sword you can pick up?
No, I don't need to pick up sword. I got Kratos over here.
Well, yeah, but like for the future.
No, I don't think you can.
Okay.
Because Circle does that.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay, is this the one way then? Oh.
like I'm always a big fan of when a parody of a particular genre ends up being one of the best examples of that genre.
I honestly don't know what you did differently that second time. That was the same run.
No, I didn't go on that ledge. Oh, I went down
I mean,
that ledge.
obviously you hit the landing, but like,
Yeah.
the maneuver was the same. That
No, I
saw.
didn't. You know when he puts both his legs on the things? I didn't do that.
Okay.
So, not my bad. Game over.
It's over.
It's over. It's all coming.
It's over. The prince currently has the high ground, but he's quickly losing it.
Yeah, no, I've been a big Coheed fan since I was in my mid-teens.
Boo!
You know.
Once again, you have denied us.
Just assume the Dark Prince said the same thing as before. I'm not doing it 3 times.
Pursuing that girl. We would not be in this situation if you had just stayed focused.
Yeah, the more I die, the more you suffer. That's added some new flavour to this LP.
Slowly my humanity is draining.
Will I be consumed by guilt
Noble intent.
No.
as Andy hollows out?
It's fine.
Smash the pot, get the sand.
Righteous bastard.
What I am noticing though is that I like the prince's motivation in this one because he's kind of a dick.
I forgot who's really in
Basically, at this point, he's gotten over it.
Yeah, because
but-
it's still his fault.
Yeah. Well, to start off with, the prince isn't doing this to save Persia or his people. He's doing this to get revenge. And Kylene is like, no, seriously, he doesn't care. He's just out to hurt the vizier.
I mean,
at this point.
by getting revenge, he will save everything. But yeah, I guess you're right. I forget that a lot of the dialogue is him saying, "I'm going to get revenge."
In fairness, got down here really quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to die in a minute if we're not careful.
Yeah, homicide.
Oh God, give me the sand. Give me the sand. I need it, man. I need it.
Just a little bit, man. Just a tiny bit.
Tap it to my veins.
Oh, sand in your veins.
Ugh.
Very nearly a Rob Zombie track.
Sand in your veins.
There's one called Sawdust in the Blood.
Yeah.
But it's an instrumental and it's actually really good.
Huh.
Oh!
So no, it was just reminding me of if you see much Cultaholic, what Jack usually says every time Randy Orton shows up is his Titantron. It says in my, and then in huge block capitals, veins! It says in my veins. Okay. Alright, Randy Orton. In your veins.
I thought the voices were in his head.
No, they're in his
They
veins,
spoke to him.
I think it might be like poison in my veins or something because he's a snake. But
It's
But,
like
you know,
that
usually
cool
it just,
Alice Cooper song.
like, I think it cuts to the Titantron after it says that. Or something, I don't know.
Is that why he walked on the snake that time?
Yeah.
When you said that,
Didn't
no one
he
knew
hate?
what
Didn't he
they
hate
were
that,
referring to.
or is this just Connor exaggerating
This
things?
is Connor just saying things.
He does say things.
Connor says many
Stop
things.
it.
How does that work? He's a bicycle.
We have
Oh,
him
you're
on-
really going hard. Going hard on the Kohi today.
Yep.
Listen to one song before a session. Doom the viewer to, what about 5 episodes? Not that I'm gonna No one runs faster than you eat.
Does he ever explain that?
Nope.
Alright.
Listen, Prince.
I still... Like, I understand most of the plot to that album.
Yeah.
I can't think of any possible context.
It's hard
for
to explain the plot to that album.
Yeah, it's extremely meta.
Is this the one you tried to do it in an episode of Prisoner of Azkaban?
I think we tried to explain the whole saga in
Is
the
that-
episode of
Is that
Prisoner of
when we're
Azkaban.
explaining that there's... It basically takes a step back, and this album is mostly about the guy writing the story.
Yeah, and there's a magical bicycle or something
Yeah,
like
he
that.
talks the
Yeah,
bicycle.
yeah.
It's not magical, it's demonic.
Demons are magical.
I
Yes.
Also, it's imaginary, so...
Yeah.
Because, you know,
See ya!
all those things he's writing.
It's written from the perspective of the guy who writes the story that the other albums were about up to that point.
Yes.
Which is a big crazy sci-fi
Except
thing.
Is he actually called anything, or is he just the writer?
The writer, yeah.
Because you got Claudio Sanchez.
I didn't see them. That was just
Oh.
luck. That was sheer luck.
You got Claudio Sanchez, man who actually wrote these albums,
Yeah.
and the
yeah.
fictional character, the writer, who fictionally wrote the story in these albums,
And then the
And
fictional
his main-
fictional character.
and his main character, Claudio,
Claudio
the
was
character,
Kilgannon.
Claudio Kilgannon.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, this is sounding like Dark Place levels of
Right,
writing.
the thing is I believe he started writing this in his like late teens, early 20s or something, as just a fun little dumb sci-fi story that him and his friends and family were in.
Yeah.
And then he turned it into albums. And then like the girlfriend that a good part of the plot centered around broke up with him. So it's like, well, I gotta do things about that. And then it just kind of like
Time is precious.
bit of real
Time
life
is
in it,
fleeting.
bit of...
Time
And so he just turned into what Coheed the band does.
Yeah.
Is that because Coheed and Cambria are two characters in these stories?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it, if he said it or not, but the Prince just had an opportunity to say that time is an ocean in a storm.
The Dark Prince just said something like
Yeah, the Dark Prince
of,
was like, time is precious, time is wasting, time is da-da-da-da.
Yeah, the Dark Prince kind of eggs you on in this bit because it's you're stuck as him for
Yeah.
a while, and this whole section is like gotta get the sand.
It was the quickest sync test we ever did because we had the hell slip going on. It's like,
gotta get the balloon.
you know, just start, pause it, sync test it, let's go.
So Dark Prince is like, yeah, you better get it. Time is fleeting. You're gonna die. This is not going so well, but it's a good sequence. I like it.
One of my favourite things was,
I'm not gonna make it, I don't think.
you know how Richard O'Brien wrote the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Mm-hmm.
He would occasionally just throw dialogue and song lyrics into the Crystal Maze.
Right.
Okay.
Because the Crystal Dome is also a prop from that movie.
Oh. What, from Rocky Horror?
Yeah.
Oh.
They just built this huge dome on top of a manor house to be like, oh, it's sci-fi.
Ah.
So it's like, I'm having that. I'll make a prop out of that in a good game show.
Prince.
I didn't lose too much.
And I guess that was, what, like 20 years after that? Maybe less.
Oh, a while. The Rocky Horror Picture Show was a
This
70s
checkpoint is not very forgiving.
Feeling thirsty. Feeling dry. Oh, am I distracting you?
Well, I mean, you have full health and full tanks, but is that how you arrived here?
Maybe not actually. I suppose it's generous in that way. Yeah, so Dark Prince was just said like, "Oh, am I God damn it! Oh, it was fine." Just said, "Am I distracting you?" Because screw it.
Yeah.
He's saying all kinds of stuff to irritate the prince.
Throughout the game, he's basically been encouraging the prince to go over to the dark side.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's pointing out that you don't care about Farah, you just care about winning.
Yeah, you just want to kill
So, I mean,
Jafar.
you know...
You like killing, don't you, Snake?
Carrier boy.
Was it on video we talked about how Kojima will show up in that sequence if you've got his other games? I think it was.
Yeah, I think we did. We talked about it like in
Last time we did this, I think.
Yeah, a really recent session.
Because there's other things like, oh, you like dating sims, do you?
Yeah.
Because,
Time is
yeah,
precious.
they never
Time is
localized those.
Time is
That was one of the last videos to go up, wasn't it?
Oh, crafty
Of
bu- No, I'm sticking with it.
So, Alex is watching Four Lions.
Would you like a
All right.
Excellent!
Yeah, apparently. He
Well, like-
only just got up to the bit...
Right
just,
now, you mean?
Just after squat jogs.
That film's really funny.
It's a good film.
Simon explained this film to Alex and I on the way home from work about a week ago.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Have you seen it?
I haven't, but
Oh, you son of a gun.
I'm intrigued by the line, at least I don't keep my wife in a cupboard.
Oh, there's a lot of really strong lines.
I don't doubt it, but that's the one that Simon brought up that I'm like, yeah, right. That's stupid. I'm down with that.
Rubber Dinghy Rapids is a
Oh, well,
a classic.
Chicken Cottage.
Oh my god, come on.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah!
cutscene!
Yeah!
This cutscene is nonsense because he should be dead right now.
My father's box art sword.
This looks more... Okay, first of
Oh,
all...
there's his
Oh,
dad.
there he is.
Oh.
Sub-Zero, no!
Now I sound stupid in that earlier
Even
part.
after everything you have experienced,
They do address
still
it
you hold out
in
hope.
spoken dialogue that we didn't hear.
Oh.
The Vizier is monologuing super hard
Gather
and basically
enough
says,
perform another
Killed
grand
him.
rewind
his son's about somewhere, he's on travels, I don't care.
to a time when
And
he
he
might
didn't
still be
turn him
safe.
into a sand
Maybe
monster?
rescue a damsel in distress
Not this
along the
time.
way.
You are right. I have
Unless that's what's about to happen.
I
No.
was just taking a sip of beer.
Oh, thanks.
And then happened to look up at his mouth moving.
Yeah. But he looks especially stupid right now because we had no health. So he's in, you know, his hands got any of the cool
He has hollowed out again.
golden tattoo stuff going on. Which we would have if I did it better.
What is this?
Oh, he can just will himself
Yeah,
back
he
to
just
normal
kind of
now.
willed it away somehow.
power over me now.
Smeagol is free.
Listen to me now, said Dr. Octopus.
What a reference.
Smeagol will not be pushed, filed, stamped, indexed, briefed, debriefed, unnumbered.
What?
Smeagol is not a free man.
Yes!
Don't be quoting Dobby over here. Gonna get...
Mine was the prisoner.
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
There's a particular scene where number 2 is addressing someone. He's like, I'm done playing your games. And it's a really strong quote. And it's, I think, where we get, I am not a number, I am a free man.
Literally the only thing I know about that film. And that big, stupid orb thing.
Yeah. I've seen a bit of like the trial scene at the end, which is weird.
There's one bit that I think is really quite clever, and I would never have figured it out were I in the situation. And it's basically, he manages to smuggle himself out of the island in a crate. And he goes to London. And he gets out of the crate in London. And then his watch goes off, as does Big Ben. And then he realizes that no, because the island is in, like, Greece or somewhere. So surely my watch would be out. Oh, I'm still here! It was all an elaborate ruse.